My name's Mike. I've been in recovery for a little over a year. Life before I got here, Game Changers, was a dark abyss to nowhere. Um, I'd burned every bridge. I had destroyed every relationship. I had drank my way through all my finances. Everything was a wreck. Life had become very unmanageable, very miserable. My character defects had taken over, and I was just a miserable shell of myself. Things got really bad really fast, and I can remember the day that I realized that I needed some help was the day that instead of going to the store and getting food, I went to the store and got alcohol and drank. I shut all my doors, drew down my blinds, cut every light off, and I was in darkness. And that's when I realized that if I didn't get any help, then I wasn't coming out of that trailer alive. I knew it. I would be sitting there sometimes in that dark trailer in filth, alone, drunk, but I would say, some way, somehow, God is going to deliver me from this. And I would say it over and over. And it was shortly after that, that morning, I come to and I looked on the phone, and there, my brother Jason had sent a picture, and on the top of the list was Game Changers. And something inside of me, what I have come to realize was my spirit, was the Holy Spirit, matter of fact. For the first time in years, I felt all right. Like I knew that this was what I was supposed to do. These people were going to be the ones that were going to help me get out of that darkness, and it was just heaven sent. So that's how I heard about Game Changers. When I first got to Game Changers, this is the room that I was in, the room that I was assigned. When I got here, I can remember that I was full of fear. I didn't know what to expect, only that I had a hope that they would be able to help me and save me. I had burned my life down. Um, I was sharing a room. There was one man already in here, um, and automatically from the rip, it was nothing but love. You know, I didn't come here with much, but everything that all my needs were met. Clothes and everything like that. I didn't have very much belongings, but everything that I needed was given to me. The most important thing that was given to me, though, was love, understanding, and caring. Um, I'd isolate before I got here, and I was afraid of people and wouldn't talk to anybody or anything. But my brothers here lifted me up and helped me through that. Working this program works. It's part of the side things. I came here to get help with alcohol, but in the end, so much more I was freed from. I was freed from me. When you first walk in here, you're not walking into a house full of strangers. In the sense, you are, but automatically you feel a bond because we've been in the trenches together. It's life and death. All of us, every man here is life and death. And we all have that camaraderie and that bond. And I've made friendships here that are lifelong. Mm. To my old self, I would probably say I don't wish to ever see you again, but I'm glad that we were able to survive what we did. There was no way that I could keep going the way I was. Death was the only end to that. There's three ends to the way that we were, and that's jails, institutions, and death. And thank goodness that my end was this place. I would say lessons were learned. We survived a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't. Um, so in that aspect, I guess I am a little bit grateful that I had enough in me to get to this point where I could get help. But the old man is gone. I'd say see you later, adios, because me and you will never be again, and what you were, I will never be, because I found a new way of life here at Game Changers, and it's a lifelong process, day in, day out. I'll forever try my best not to be that person I used to be.